Hey everybody, it's Havlok again with Toxic TV, and it turns out I've still got plenty of beer left, so I thought I'd do one more tutorial. Um, this last one, I thought I'd do a little run through on beacons. So I'm going to go on out to the wasteland and have a look at a beacon. So beacons are things that you get after you get an alliance stronghold, and they arguably, so far, I think they're probably one of the most important things in the game. Um, so you're going to start with your stronghold. That's the first thing you got to get. Then you're going to put down flags, and then you're going to get beacons like this beacon here. And beacons are very important because they're going to give your alliance complex buffs that you see here. So super important. You can hold as many beacons as you can possibly hold, but to attack and conquer a beacon, it has to be within your alliance territory. So you need to put down your flags, so at least part of the beacon, I think most of it, is covered. Beacons are very competitive. If you go to your map here, you can select just to show beacons, and you can actually see different levels of them. So I can scroll all the way down here, and you'll see that beacon level 1s are right around the strongholds. 2s also. 3s, they start to, well, they're still pretty close there. 4s, similar. 5s, yeah. As we get higher, though, once we start to get to 7, you'll see they're going to start to expand out. Then 8 further out away from the center. 9, 10, 11, 12. So they move outward further and further. And you can click on them, kind of go in. You can see that people on our server, this might be the only server, I don't know, have done a really good job of already putting flags on these, even though this one is not yet conquered, right? And you can have a look at the complex here, and it'll show you all the different nodes. Now, this one, I don't think anybody's conquered a level 12 yet, so that's kind of meaningless at this point. But let's go on back where I am. And I just want to show you there's a beacon that we've been meaning to take that I think we just forgot about for a little bit. I think it's right over here. And in general, you're probably going to need a few different players to get a beacon. But what I found is that the most important thing about capturing a beacon really isn't how many players you have, but rather how close you are to the beacon. So this is the beacon that I'm thinking about taking. It's a beacon level 2 from an alliance that has pretty much quit the game. So I'm obviously there's going to be war. It's a war game, and you're going to fight against other alliances at some point. So you find the beacon that you want to take. We call it a beacon because the central structure in the middle that for some reason I can't quite click on here is the beacon. Let's see. There we go. And what you can do, you can just click view, and it'll show you all the different nodes. So the lower levels have less. And if you saw earlier on the 12, it has a bunch. So this one has the beacon, labor camp, supermarket, dwelling, and scavenger camp. And what I want you to do here is click on one of them, beacon, and then click garrison down here in the bottom right. And it'll show you that there's nobody here, right? Now, if this was one that had been unclaimed, that had never been taken before, there would be monsters in here, and probably 5 or 6 different levels of it that will need to be cleared out first. And likewise, in every single one of these, you can go in and see the garrison and see what's in there. I'll tell you what, I feel like that's a really bad example. So let me go back to that 12. Let's just have a look here. So if I look in the beacon, this is why it hasn't been conquered yet. Holy hell, 13 million. So all these different monsters are just in the central beacon. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different rounds of monsters that you would have to fight. And you can actually, I think, see their formation if you click on them here. Yeah, oh, that's nasty. That's a really nice formation, actually. You should note that down, guys. That's a great one. So that's going to be hard to beat. And again, that's the central beacon, but they're in all of them. They might not be quite as powerful, or in this case, yeah, they really are. So what you're going to need to do is send in a high-level players to take out the monsters first in every single one of these nodes. As you can see, there's a bunch here. So you might need, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 high level players to just clear this out. Once it's cleared out though, then you also need to look at this durability down here. This thing's got almost 20,000 durability, so you're gonna have to hit that until that durability hits 0. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you that now by taking a level 2, which is way wimpier than what I was just showing you there. Like astronomically wimpier. I'm just gonna pop back over to me. And the game's still a little bit laggy at times, unfortunately, but now, as I said before, I've taken several of these beacons solo in the game. Again, it's easier if you work together. There's nothing wrong with working together. You should work together. But I'm just gonna, just for purposes of showing you, I'm just gonna come do it. And I've got a little bit of coin here. I have spent a little bit of money on this game, but not very much. And you have a couple different options. So you can advance teleport, which you can get from your alliance stuff, and just teleport in here. And I'm actually not going to waste that, I don't think. I'm going to do a territory one, which, territory for 100. I can't go outside my alliance turf, but I can go inside it just fine. So I'm just going to pick a spot. Well, allegedly. I'm going to scroll back up because it's all give me hell. And I'm going to pick a spot here. Territory teleport. It'll turn green when I'm in the clear. I must be too close to my flag or something. Perfect. So I'm going to get up right next to it. Oh, you're going to have to excuse me. You see, we've got a frozen thing here. We'll see if we can clear it out, but it doesn't look like, so I will be right back. And I'm back, and if that ever happens and it's driving you crazy, you can just kill the game, swipe it away, and start it back up again. Hopefully this won't happen again. Won't freeze up. So now I've just moved my territory right next to the beacon. I did that just for speed. So now if I go attack, I'm 4 seconds away. Because you're going to have a 30-minute timer to knock this out. Now, was this overkill? Yes. This is, again, another tutorial. I don't need to probably be this close. I could probably get my other alliance members in here to help me do this, and we could do this one very easily. It's a beacon level 2 that, again, frankly, we forgot about. So as long as I don't face any opposition, this shouldn't be a big deal. If you're taking a beacon for the first time, like you're on a new server, and you want to try to take it solo, or even with an alliance mate, again, send your big guys first to clear out all these. So what I'm going to do is send my number 1 formation through to each of these spots to clear out all the monsters, is what I would do. And then I would use my main one to hit the beacon, because it's got the most health, as you can see there. And then I'd use my secondary one to clear out the other ones. So with that, let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it. Since there isn't anyone in these, I'm going to take this out because I don't think you get any XP for it. So there's no sense in me wasting durability. And I'm going to launch my first 2 here. And again, it becomes it's just a race at this point, because once you hit it, you see now we're contesting it. We got 30 minutes to take it out. And again, if there were monsters here, I would focus on taking them out first, but there are no monsters, so I'm just going to hit stuff. And again, now it's turned red, so we're fighting it, but we don't have it yet. And once you have all the monsters cleared out, focus on the beacon, because it's going to be the biggest one, the most difficult one. Now, if time was an issue, which it's really not for this small. There you go, first one. So when the balloon pops, that's how you know you've got it. You can recall your troops, and you can see that the color is now changed. That one's not red. Now, if time was an issue, when we attack, we could use a supplement. Anything that increases efficiency here. So I'm just to show you. Oh no, check that out. But that the digger will increase your efficiency, will make it better. My guy must be in maintenance. Oh, I'm out of gas. Well, that's another thing I should have checked beforehand. Make sure you have plenty of gas to get this done. I'm just gonna use a few there. So if time is important for you, you can use those efficiency things to get it done. You can also go in here and say, oh, it's got 800. I'm just gonna hit that with my secondary. And again, you can go in here and have a look. How much damage am I doing? Well, I'm doing 766 with my main, 543 with my secondary. And then you're just going to hit it until the whole complex is yours. And if you look here, it'll show you when it says it's occupied, when you've got it. Now, right now, if anyone from LLA was still playing, they would be, I'm sure, getting notifications. Probably freaking out because we're trying to take this from them. But again, I'm pretty sure they're fairly inactive. So it's really not a big deal, and clearly we've already taken this territory from them. But it was an interesting note that when you put a flag here, they didn't just lose control of it suddenly. You do have to still go get it. So, good note for later in the game. And that's pretty much it for beacons. Beacons are going to be super important. They're going to allow you to have more people in your alliance. And they also give you great buffs within your territory. And you can see those by going to Alliance down here and seeing Complex Overview. And it shows you all your different great buffs that you're going to get from getting the various different kinds of beacons. And I wish that we had a few more, but the server we're on has some good players who right away snagged up a bunch of the beacons, which was a smart move. I didn't really understand how useful they were, hence the tutorial, right? And talking about how useful they are, because they are. In fact, before I finish this thing off, I want to quickly again, show you. So that's our current. Sorry, I just screenshotted that. So like we're +7, +4, +3, -1, +1, +2, +10. And then let's just see when I take it how that changes. And again, this is just a level 2. If you're on a new server, ran out of gas again. Now you see the importance of gas when you're soloing things. And again, for most of these, it's just the purpose of the tutorial and filming when I can at night. It's my alliance mates help me during the day with plenty of stuff. It just happens to be that people aren't on right now, and that's fine. Hey, real life comes first. So we're going to get to see exactly how much this goes up from just grabbing this one thing. And again, if time was of the essence, you could be sending 2 at the same spot. You could get 2 or 3 of your friends together and really gang up on this thing. And you might not even have to teleport over here. It's just easier if you do. And again, since these beacons have to be within your flag, doing the 100 coin teleport isn't bad, but you can also do the alliance, the advanced teleport, which you can get from your alliance marketplace. So you don't have to pay to play this game, which is nice. All right, let's see here. How close are we gonna be? I think we need one more hit here. Ah, oh, so close. I was gonna send my secondary, but hey, the new first one's back. We're gonna hit. And this should do it. We're going to gain this one. You'll see a shield pop up. There it is. So now, and it's going to run across there. Toxic has conquered. Then claimed complex beacon 2. And great. Oh, it gets coordinates 2. Well, that's That's just wonderful. Um, we're still getting farmed. Great. And we can go in here and see like, oh, look, now we can do 17, 8 plus 4 plus 3, still minus 1 there for fuel costs, but plus 2 plus 2 plus 12. So you can see these things, they go up every time that you get one. And it also shows you what's protected and what's not, and you can go and see the complex details if something's been hit or not, all in there. Um, anyway, I hope this tutorial has helped you, to see, one method of taking out a beacon. Again, if you got a lot of different players who are active and playing right now, you should easily be able to take out these beacons, even from a little bit of distance. But remember, you're really racing the timer. Chances are, if like you're level 10 or 15, you're going to easily be able to take out like a beacon 2 or 3. I soloed a beacon 5 a couple days back. But the issue is more the time, that you only have 30 minutes to do it, than anything else. Uh, and once you claim it, you're going to see you get specific things. You're going to get some coin. We did it. Quick tip here too, when you have all these different reports and you're going, oh no, just scroll down until you get through them all and then click there. You can click mark red. And that should do it. So now we've taken another beacon. Yay. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for this one. I hope this shows you both the importance of beacons and how exactly to take them. You do need to take every single building, not just the center one. And again, when you're taking it for the first time, such as that level 12 I showed you earlier, there will be monsters in there. And you have to fight through every single wave of those monsters until you can start damaging the actual building. And again, the buildings all have to be reduced to 0. And you're fighting that timer, which is why none of those 12s have been taken just yet, because you're fighting the timer. If we had unlimited time, the high level alliances could probably take those out, but as it is on the timer we're on, it might be a little bit before those level 12s are taken out. So that's pretty exciting. So whether you're on a brand new server or if you're part of the Toxic Rejects, I hope that this is a useful little tutorial for you. And again, as always, if you have specific questions about beacons or anything else in the game, you can always hit me up in chat, or you can email me, havlokthedane at gmail, or I'll try to read the comments and such. Again, if you're finding this helpful, or if you have any constructive criticism, hit me up. Otherwise, hope you all enjoy this, and I'll see you all in game out on the wastelands.